UT Tyler Network presents Culinary Chemistry. Here with today's experiment is your host, Emily McMillan.
Hello and welcome to today's show. Today we're going to be doing an at-home pH test. So we're going to test like different household items to see what is acidic, what's basic, or what's neutral. It's really a great experiment to do with kids. I did it with my 3-year-old niece not too long ago, and she loved it. She was like amazed that things like changed colors and that kind of stuff. And it was also really fun for her to like taste certain things and like that she probably usually wouldn't. I got her to do it because like it's an experiment. So if you have littles or if you're a babysitter or a nanny, like it's great to have a fun activity to do. It's also really cheap and affordable. Like this cabbage was like 79 cents. And then of course like I just took like all of the stuff that I had in my parents' refrigerator, and I actually went to my brother's and stole some of his stuff as well that my parents didn't have. So just household items, stuff that you have laying around so anyone can do it. And then also you can just use like clear bowls and stuff. I used cups since I was presenting today. But yeah, okay, and so what you're gonna wanna do to get your liquid, which is like your pH tester, is you're gonna want to cut up your cabbage into like, well, maybe, into like squares, or not squares, but wedges, and I do it, and I just like quarter it. Well, maybe this table's like shaking. And then I just continue, and you just want to be able to just like let the cabbage, the water that you put in your pot, to like really get into the cabbage and soak all the way through. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Okay, there we go. And cut it like so. Okay, and then you can also like cut it more if you want it to like boil faster or like whatever. But you would just put all of the cabbage into one pot and fill up the water to where it covers all of the cabbage, and then boil it for like 5 minutes or longer if you want, just however concentrated that you want the water to be, or the concoction, the pH tester. And then I'm gonna get rid of this cabbage. So I'm gonna grab my sack and put it in here, because I already boiled it so I wouldn't like stink up the entire studio and make it smell like boiled cabbage. So I went ahead and boiled it, and if you're boiling it at home or like in an apartment or somewhere like that, then you are going to want to open a window and make sure like the doors are open too, because it's gonna smell it up. Whenever I did it at my brother's house, he came in from work and he was just like, "What did you do to my house?" And it was really funny. Okay, and so for that, you're gonna want your liquid to be like pretty dark. It'll be like a kind of blue. Oh, this is potent. This smells so bad. It's gonna be like pretty dark. It'll be like a blue or purple, and it also depends on the cabbage as well, like what it might look like. But so here's that, and some spoon. And so we can go ahead and start testing like some of the items. It's really fun. Okay, so what I have right here is ketchup, and as you can see, it's red naturally. And so we're just gonna put a little bit in here, and it's probably easier to use a medicine drop, but I forgot mine, so we'll just do a few little teaspoons, and then we'll mix it up to see what it is. And then over to my right, I have a pH scale, so we can base it off of that. And then like with ketchup, of course, like you're gonna wanna add like a lot more water than, or a lot more of the cabbage water than this, because it's like so thick, and I put like a lot in there. So it's kind of not an exact like measurement, just gonna do what you feel, you know? And then mix it up. And we will come back after this and do the rest of them after the commercial break. So we will see you in a few minutes. Dear God.
Does cold season have you in a funk? Do you feel like never leaving your bed? Are you stressed because you're too sick to accomplish your task? Then you need Cold Be Gone.
Cold Be Gone works like this. Just one sip and your cold's gone within an hour.
I don't know about this, but I'll try it. Wow! Cold Be Gone works!
Hey, welcome back. Okay, so what we're gonna do now is we're gonna test, I think this is kombucha that I put in a drink. It's a drink that I drink like every single day. And so I just wanted to see if it was acidic or basic. And like, of course you can tell by like the taste and that kind of thing. Like, of course, if it's bitter or sour, it's more than likely gonna be acidic, but you know, it's fun. So, okay, I'm just gonna add a few drops in here. And a little bit more. Okay. And then I'll start with the spoon that was in it. And then as you can see, it's like a reddish pink color. And can you see it? Okay, so good. Good. And so, of course, it's going to be acidic. So it's going to have like, I don't know, like a pH scale of like around a 1 or a 0. And so there's that one. And then you can also do solid foods too. Right here I have crackers. And there's just like regular like crackers that you would eat if you had like a tummy bug or something like that. So we'll just add this in here. And it's always fun, like I was making my niece, like I would make her smell it and like taste it to see if she thought that it was like acidic or if it was gonna be acidic, basic, or neutral. And this is blue, so it's clearly basic. And then she just like made like a little guessing game, and like she would like get little points if she was right or if she was wrong, and it was really fun. But okay, and then I have powdered sugar right here, and it's really fun like to teach like littles like the difference between taste and stuff too, and like to decide if they like it or not, what flavors that they might like. Okay, and then this one is basic. So then we'll move on, and I think that I have, oh yeah, here's mayonnaise. So I really, really, really hate mayonnaise, but I brought it because it's interesting. Oh, and also whenever you're doing this, I would highly suggest that you use a different spoon to mix it. That way you don't like recontaminate the cabbage juice. Okay, and then you just give it like a little swirl. And it's like a really light purple. And so it's like pretty basic, but it's also like a tad bit acidic as well. So not completely basic, but not completely acidic. Okay, oh, and then here I have some of that powdered peanut butter, like the protein peanut butter, PB2 or whatever. And so I was really curious about this one because I didn't do this one with my niece. So let's see if it is acidic or basic. And also, if you want to see more fun experiments or recipes, you can check out my website that should be popped up on the screen here later. And ew, this looks really gross. Ah! Okay. All right, so clearly, since this is like gray, we don't really know exactly what it is, so we're just gonna add a lot more to this to see if like we even get anything out of it. Okay, yeah, I don't know if that's acidic or basic or what, but that's okay. So thank you all for tuning in today. It's been a blast. And I hope that y'all try this out with y'all's little ones or older kids. It's still fun, especially if you do homeschools, and see you next time.